Welcome in. I am here to discuss Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. This is my first Danielle Allen book. To say she started it off with heat. She started it off with a lot. She came in swinging. I really enjoyed this book and I really didn't expect to. I'm not super huge on romances. I am a plus size girly, and the idea of a plus size series gave me a little bit of hesitation. It often only goes one way, and I didn't imagine seeing myself enjoying that way. I am so glad it did not go that way. I think that the representation in this book was really good. The dialogue, the banter was great. The pacing and the flow of it was also great. Did I mention the tension? The tension was also chef's kiss. But in the same turn, those uncomfortable moments were also really good as well. Curvy Girl Summer, it is the story of a young woman, because, forgive me all, but I don't remember their names. She's getting ready to approach her 30th birthday. She is single and has no kids and is plus size. And if you've ever been single with no kids approaching or in your 30s, you know that there is a certain of conversation that goes on around that, and we had a very real feeling conversation and encounter with family members. It's always the family members that feel like they can just say all the things. You know, you have an uncle who is just telling her, you need to lose the weight. You're never going to find a man if you don't lose the weight. And, if I had $1 for every time. Anyways, not the point. So you need to lose the weight if you want to find a man. Your clock's ticking, right? Then you have the parents. We'd love some grandbabies. Who's heard that before? Okay, here we go. All right. Well, I'd love a husband, right? To say I saw myself and could definitely relate to the characters is an understatement, and I really didn't expect to, but I guess that's what you get when you have Black characters written by Black authors. Yes. Professional, has her life together, will sprinkle in. There was a loss in the family, so of course there's always that internal reassessment of the dynamics in the family, but then there's also this impact for yourself as a human being as you go through grieving, as you're mourning the loss and the absence. So she decided to start dating to try and find her man for her birthday. She got about 2 months, let's call it, and she lived across the street from this bar. So she decided to make sure that all of her first dates happened at this bar. At this bar was also a bartender, a mysterious, hunky bartender who ended up becoming invested in her journey. I'm gonna leave it with that. Kind of operates as like a protector and helps her kind of screen and make sure she's okay. And I honestly really love it. They have such a cute, genuine, they being that bartender and our main female character, they have such a nice little friendship that they build. And that friendship line starts graying to, is it friendship? Do you crush? Because sometimes it just be that way, okay? Like, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It's really her journey of finding that guy and maybe a little bit of herself, in the experience of dating. I hate to say I'm so surprised at how much I really enjoyed this, but I'm only surprised because I just didn't know. I am definitely going to be interested in carrying on to the later series because there are 2 out. The third one is coming out in April. So I plan to read through all of those, and then I have an arc coming for the new one, right? So I'm pretty sure the second one is called Plus Size Player. The third one dropping in mid-April is Big Girl Blitz. What I did not like was probably our female main character, and that's probably why I can't remember her name. Like, let's be honest, because I really did read that book and I really did enjoy it, but she really pissed me off. She really pissed me off because you're grown, you're 29 years old, you've been out there in the dating world. Do you know your worth? Do you know your value? Do you know how to communicate? Talk to that man. Ask that man the question. And I think that is really where my enjoyment started to decrease. And I don't love miscommunication. And even worse, when you just choose not to have the conversation, you assume, you just go off of assumptions and what you think you heard, rather than doubling back and talking to that man. As an adult, can we talk to each other? Can we use our words? Can those scenes were painful. Like I wanted to come through the book, come through the book and snatch her up. Sorry, that was a little intense, but just know that that's how I felt. It made her look more insecure. It made me question if she actually knows her value or not. I felt like we were back in high school. Just that part was frustrating. The spice though, spice was spicing. You know, overall, this gave me what I needed. It was a fun ride. It was great representation. It had real conversations. I could definitely see elements of myself in the character, but I could also see that she was very, very flawed and probably needs a little bit of therapy to work on her communication because, again, snatching her up. But overall, this was absolutely a strike for me. I gave this book a 2.35. This was a very solid book, and I'm surprised I'm rating a contemporary-ish romance this high because that's not where my bread and butter lies. But I will say, if you were looking for a quick, cute romance, I'd say it's worth your time. I personally will definitely be continuing, so be on the lookout for Plus Size Player, which is the second book to review, because I am going to dive into that. I will also say that books 1 or 2, the Curvy Girl Summer and Plus Size Player are both available on Kindle Unlimited. So if you're looking for a cute with some fire, banter, and even hotter sex scenes, and it's crazy, not me reminiscing, but it is crazy that you can have so much tension and still be having these sex scenes that she has created. If you don't like spice, then maybe this isn't for you. The gentleman is just such a man. I love me a man. You don't know. I love me a man that is like a protect and provide type man. That is what I'm here for. And that is what I got from this book. So again, Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. This is the first 2 books that are out. Third book comes out in April. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like the video. I am a new channel, so everything helps a little along the way. And please let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments. Have you read it? Did you read Plus Size Player? Don't tell, no spoilers, but like let me know if you actually enjoyed it. Should I prioritize it sooner rather than later? It has been such a pleasure to have you here.